I wanted to hop online today to say hi to you all and just to really see how you're getting on. If you're like me, you are preparing for your children to return to school tomorrow. Now, you may know I've got a 17-year-old son who's returned to school tomorrow who would be doing A levels. So he finishes school in May of this year, and then in September he'll be going off to university. And I've got a 15-year-old daughter who again will be returning to school tomorrow, and she's in year 11, so she would be doing GCSEs. So all of our children will be returning to school tomorrow, and it's going to be huge. It's going to be massive. You know, they haven't been to school for a long time. Now, for my two, I think it's going to be good for them. It's going to be good in so far as they'll have that routine, they'll have that structure that so many children have been missing. Even children who may not particularly enjoy school, they've missed that structure, they've missed that routine that school brings and that interaction, obviously seeing all their friends, but being taught face to face by their teachers as well. But I'm also quite aware that for many of them it's going to be quite a scary thought returning to school after so long. I know I'm working with so many children at the moment who are really worried that they're so far behind, that they're not going to be able to catch up, that they're going to be given more work as soon as they get back to catch up with. So many different things, so many different emotions going on right now. But also thinking about my two, so years 13 and years 11, they are going to have it pretty full on because they've got assessments coming up and their final grades before the end of their GCSE and A-level years. So, you know, there is going to be a lot of work for the A-level and GCSE student year groups. Now, I just thought I'd give you some tips to help support your children of all ages when they return to school. Now, we'll say to them, oh, make sure you've done this. Have you packed your bag? Have you got your pencil case? Have you got this? But when we tell them all of these things, they go, yeah, yes, I'll do it later. Or it just sort of goes over here or in one ear and out the other, as we say. But something I do that I find really helps, and in fact, I did it with my two teenagers because on Friday they both had to return to school for their COVID test before they were allowed to return to school tomorrow. So I just gave them a post-it note, and this is actually the post-it note that I gave to my son, and it says check bike, find mask, find bike lock and keys, check you've got your school clothes, print off your timetable. Now the check bike, so it's just really 2 words. You don't need sentences, you don't need a big to-do list, but it's just something that they can refer back to because, so my son and daughter cycle to school, so they needed to check their bike on Wednesday or Thursday, and I asked them to do it by 4 o'clock in the afternoon because if there was a puncture or if anything needed fixing, it allowed us time to go and buy the part. And then I've put find mask. They both wear a specific mask that is washable, so I just wanted them to make sure they've got their mask that they wear when they're at school, and just make sure they've got their bike lock, make sure their bag's packed, and obviously print off their timetable because it's been a long time since they've been at school. So just those simple things, it might sound really obvious, but it's just a really good idea to give them just a post-it note with just a few points on for them to do, and it really does help. It means that we don't have to keep going in as parents and saying, have you done this, have you done that, keep doing that, and it sounds like we're moaning or nagging. But if we just give them a post-it note with very short things to do, check bike, find mask, pack bag, it really does help them. That leave it with them, walk out of their room, and then they can just refer back to it and tick it off themselves. I hope this helps. Let me know how you get on. Thanks for watching.